Hey guys, Jay here, back with another video. And today I have sort of an unusual video, because it's about a car rather than, a piece of tech. But this time, thought I'd change things up a little bit and, talk about this car. It's a 2017 Mazda 3. And this is a courtesy vehicle from the dealership. So I'll just, be going over the features of it and, checking out the engine on it, of course. And I just want to let you know the car is absolutely filthy. The people at the dealership didn't even have the decency to clean it, which is just, one thing I had to say. There's actually a little bit coffee stain inside. They haven't even cleaned that, which is pretty sad if you ask me. So anyways, let's just, go inside. Before we go inside, I'd like to, let's check out the key, which in this case is the smart key. It has your lock button, your unlock button, and your panic button. But since this car is equipped with smart key, you don't really need the key to unlock the car. All you have to do is push this button. It makes that beep sound to let you know the driver door is unlocked. And push it again, and all the doors are unlocked. And just to let you know, this is the snowflake white metallic exterior color, which is a $200 option. And inside, you do have a black leather interior. Let's go ahead and start up the car. Since this car is equipped with push button start, all you need to do is keep your foot on the brake and press the button to start. It starts right up. And this car does have 4,972 miles. And you have your head unit, which you can go through. And of course you have your Mazda's infamous fake navigation, which you get on the lower trim levels. So, as you see, it does not have a navigation system. You can read that message. It just gives you your coordinate points to get you home, which honestly, I'd rather not even have a navigation button. Taking a look at the material quality in the cabin, the upper door panel is made of a soft touch material. You do have a leather padded armrest, which is burgundy colored, not black. And your bottom door panel is made out of a hard plastic, but it is a nice smooth graining. Up here above the speedometer, you do have a hard plastic, but all this is nice soft touch material over here. And this part next to the head unit is a hard plastic. So let's go ahead and check out the engine bay. To access the engine, all you need to do is come down here and pull this lever, and the engine pops right up. You have an automatic driver's side window. And that beeping is to let you know that the car is outside of the vehicle. To open the hood, there's a lever right here, right above the Mazda logo. Underneath the hood, you do have Mazda's 2-liter inline 4-cylinder, which makes 155 horsepower and 155 pound-feet of torque, going to the front wheels through a 6-speed automatic transmission. You do have halogen projector beam headlights with halogen daytime running lights. And right there you do have your high beams, which are just halogen reflector style. And down here you do have your blinker. When your blinker is on, one of the bulbs over there does come on to illuminate this side of the car. So it's basically an adaptive steering system. Your car is running on Dunlop SP Sport 5000 tires. These are going to be your 18-inch alloy rims. You do also have a body colored side door mirror with LED turn signals. This car does have blind spot detection. As you can see by that little black mark right there, that dark mark in the mirror, that's your blind spot detection light. You do have halogen powered rear tail lamps with a halogen turn signal and a halogen reverse lamp. you do have your antenna system, which has not been installed yet. Opening up the rear trunk of the car, you do have this little membrane button right here, which you push, and the trunk pops open. And this is your tonneau cover, which should be strapped onto the trunk, but it isn't for some reason. Here's the strap for the other side. But anyway, I will have the correct cubic feet stuff in the annotations. You do not have a power trunk, so you do have to close it manually. So let's go ahead and check out the interior. Coming back to the interior, you do have a power driver seat with power recline, no power lumbar. You do have a manual lumbar support adjustment. I am going to shut the car off just for now so I don't waste any of the gas. So we'll just run it in accessory mode. So your light does illuminate orange on the start button. So your head unit just tells you you can't drive distracted. And of course it comes back to the fake navigation screen that I was on. So here you have your communication tab. And this is all controlled by the little joystick. Or you can also control it via the touchscreen. And I do not want to connect my phone. Let's go back. So let's start with the applications. So it has your HD radio traffic map. So it tells you the traffic on the current roads right now. Even though this car does not have a navigation system. I mean, you just need the SD card for the navigation system, which they just need to install, and they're just going to charge you like $200 for that. And then you have your fuel economy monitor, which just tells you with the graph how much you've been getting. So with the previous driver's drive and our drive so far from the dealership, it's getting 29.2 miles per gallon. So going back out of this, let's check the vehicle status monitor, and it just gives you your warning guidance. And there's no warnings as of now, and your maintenance, which just tells you, when you do your mild change and tire rotation and that kind of stuff. And honestly, I don't want to go through all of them, so let's just go to entertainment, which has all your AM, FM. It has HD radio, and it's going to have your FM radio and all that. There is no CD player, however. And with your communication, you do have to connect your phone, which just goes through your favorites, contacts, call history, all that stuff. And the system, I believe, does read out your text messages. And with your settings, it's just basic unit settings. You turn the brightness up and all that. So that's it for the head unit. You do have your AC vents, your hazard lights. You do have your heated seats and your dual zone climate control. And down there you do have 2 USB ports, your SD card for the navigation, along with an aux port. And you have this little storage cubby. Here you have your gear selector for the 6-speed automatic. Gear stick, put it in reverse. It does have a rear view camera. And you can also put it in sport mode. And here's your electronic parking brake. You have to put your foot on the brake and push it to release the parking brake. You do not use the brake, however, to put the reverse on, however. And you have your glove box here, which is damped. And inside you just have your owner's manuals and the antenna that has not been installed yet. So looking at the gauges, you do have your RPM right there, your speedometer, and this little screen right here, which tells you your cruise control speed, the temperature outside, the range on the current gas tank you have, and your fuel gauge. I do know as a fact, on the more higher trim levels, you do get the RPM gauge in the middle, and in this little corner right here, it's a digital speedometer. But I'm not sure what the other sides have. It's definitely not this RPM gauge on the higher trim levels. I will post a picture here so you can see that. And up here you have your trip reset and brightness gauge. Taking a look at the steering wheel, you do have your volume controls, your forward and rewind button, and your info, which does actually change that display. So it gives you your average consumption, current consumption, average speed, and your range. You have your buttons for your Bluetooth, answer and decline. And here you do have your cruise control set. Over here you do have your traction control and tire pressure monitoring system. And there's nothing right here. There's this little thing to remind you didn't get the full all the high features of the full trim level. You do have your mirror adjustments, window lockout, so you don't have to use your the kids don't have to play with the windows back there. And you have your lock and unlock, automatic driver's side window, and full manual. Well, it's still power. You have power, passenger, and rear seat windows. You do have your headlights, which do have the automatic feature, and your turn signals. And this does have the tap for 3 blinks. And you do have your intermittent speed wipers. Oops. And you do have your rear wiper. And again, I'll shut off the car. Taking a look at the window sticker, this car does retail for a total price of $23,280 with the destination charge. And you can use the pause button to read out all the features. And this car is 95% made in Japan, with the final assembly point being in Hofu, Japan. Here is your cup holders with that coffee stain I was talking about. And you just close it like that and push it. And your armrest is padded, and you can open it up, revealing the storage cubby, which you can take out. You do have a 12-volt power outlet, and these blink ones. I think that's where a USB port would be, maybe, and another 12-volt outlet. And the storage isn't that great. Here's my finger, that's how deep it goes. It's probably, it's about the size of an iPhone 7. So, that's just for size. And you can close it right up. Your sun visor does have a mirror. There is no vanity light, however. And on the passenger side, there is no vanity light. But both of them do have the little extension. You do have a manually dimming rear view mirror. And back here you do have your camera system for the Mazda Safety Sense technology. I'm not sure if Mazda calls it that, but you know, it does have your braking system and lane departure warning, all that good stuff. And up here you do have your map lights. So in order to turn them on, you just push them. And right here you do have the dial to have them off. Turn it on when you open the door, or just always keep them on. Which does also turn on the one in the back, which does not have a button. And I'll just keep it on the door position. So let's go ahead and check out the back seat. You do have a hard plastic up here with a padded burgundy leather armrest. Taking a look, there isn't that much legroom over here, but I do have a decent amount of footroom. You do not have vents back here. There is, however, a center seat armrest. So you do have 2 cup holders, and it's nice and soft. The ceiling is, however, pretty low, so tall passengers may have a problem. There is no pocket on the driver's seat, but there is one on the passenger side. You do also have 4 handles on all sides of the cabin. And while we're back here, we'll go and check out the fuel door, which all you have to do is use this lever and pull it. Your fuel door opens right up. This does take 87 octane gas, and when you remove the puck, there is a little holder right here where you can put your fuel cap so it doesn't scratch your paint and dangle down. And when it clicks, that's when you know you've closed it. Over here you can see that camera system a little bit better. Checking out the passenger side, it still has your smart key access button. Your passenger seat does have manual adjustments. You do not have power lumbar or manual lumbar, but you do have manual recline. And I just like to point out that the doors are stamped, and they are not made out of like separate pieces of metal, and they're not welded. But unlike Volkswagen's, there is a rubber strip up here, whereas Volkswagen actually welds these two together, making a more solid car. And that pretty much wraps up the little walk-around tour of this 2017 Mazda 3. So, in the comments down below, let me know if you want me to do a little more car videos, because I enjoy doing them and I'm a big car guy. So please let me know. I'd love to do more videos about cars. So anyways, thanks for watching, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.